Softly falls the morning rain, loneliness comes around again. Welcome to another weekly vlog. I'm your host, Johnny to the Brento, here with my main squeeze, Delilah, back here, my granddaughter. She's having a wild day today. Couldn't get her down for a nap. We're going to go see Sing Part 2 at 4:15, but she absolutely was not about the nap. And I've been thinking, she spent the night with us last night. This morning she was asking for apple juice, and I only had apple cider. So I watered it down with water, and it just did not, I thought it would be fine, but apparently she got too much sugar, and by nap time, 2 o'clock or so, she was getting wild. So anyway, one of the places I like to drive her is out here to Baden, and we just kind of cruise around, and there's a lot to look at, and typically she'll fall asleep, especially if it's nap time. So we come down here to the boat launch at the end of Falls Road. It's beautiful down here all time of the year. There's usually a ton of people down here with their boats in, but today nobody's there. It's just a slow, cold, drizzling rain. I don't know if you can hear that. Back in the day when I worked with my dad, I had a couple of occasions to go out the access ends, and there's a road that's blocked, it's a gated road, and that takes you around the side of the backside of Mara Mountain to Falls Dam. If you've never been to Falls Dam, it's incredible. It's an old powerhouse from, I don't know, the 30s or 40s. It's very, very old, very narrow. Getting an 8-ton boom truck out there on that thing is a real teeth grinder, let me tell you. I had to lift some guys off the top without the outriggers down, just calculating on their weight and the truck's weight over the side to go down to do some welding on the gates at the bottom of the dam, which of course is like, I don't know, 150 feet down or something like that. It was tough, scary. The whole time I'm thinking, can I get off of this fast enough if it goes over? I don't want to fall over this, but things like that tend to stick with you. But we successfully did the work, and so it was a successful project. And I got into some mess like that with Dad. Dad always he was more scared of people thinking he wasn't trying to be efficient and do a great job, and less concerned about actual safety. God bless him. He got us into some tight spots. And I remember one point, it was Robbie Cohen, Cohen Constructions, called one day and called for a boom truck to come do trusses. And Dad had this idea that if I wasn't hurrying just like him, the customers would get upset. And he said, we need a boom truck tomorrow. I was like, sure, somebody be there, at 10 o'clock, whatever. And he's like, can you come? Don't send your dad. And I was like, I realized that it wasn't just me that got scared when he swung those trusses as fast as he did. And he was really good. He would swing it fast and like kind of use the inertia to kind of bring the boom over it so it would kind of knock the guy off. But a miscalculation right there, somebody's going to get knocked off at least 11-foot, house. But yeah, but he did get into some power lines. I mean, I saw that firsthand. One time he was supposed to be holding a power cable off at back with a wooden 2x4 so that I wouldn't hit it when I made the rotation. And he did not get it far enough back, and I got into it, and I had to jump off the crane, and the tires were melting. I do remember that. But, thank goodness he never got anybody killed, and not himself either. So, remembering old times with Dad, there's a lot of smiles to be had. He was a great father and an incredible person in general. And, I tell you, it's just too bad that it's only after they're gone that you really do notice that. But anyway, that's what we're doing right now this afternoon. So this is essentially still the same week as my last vlog, but I wanted to catch this because I had a chance to talk and, just be in the moment. And that's what these vlogs are going to be about. Trying out the new cinematic mode on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which I upgraded to 2 days ago. I gotta say, this is the first thing that has impressed me. The camera differences are negligible, but this is a game changer. This does look, I'm filming myself with the backside camera. This does look very cinematic, I have to say. So last night's rehearsal had a new friend come and sit in with us, and had a lot of guys come and play bass for us, play extra guitar or whatever, and had some pretty good players and some cool guys. But you know, rarely you just immediately feel like a connection and a lock as far as playing goes with somebody, and then you start listening to the things they say, and it sounds like yourself. You're like passion for music, really a desire to be doing something musical, and a willingness to actually take those steps to make it happen. It's usually that last part that we sort of lack, or we've had a lot of folks come in and say, what's this gonna pay? And I'm like, bro, if being in a working band that plays and does original music and some covers and actually performs, if that in and of itself is not a reward to you, you're looking for a paycheck, you should probably go to Lowe's, you know, and get a job at Lowe's, because that's going to pay a lot more cash, especially in this post-plague / reality we're all living in. So I was very excited when somebody came and actually checked all the boxes, you know what I mean? Expressed interest in playing, had the chemistry, had the ability, easy to be around, cool to hang out with. So, you know, I tend to get excited about these things. At 52, I've been disappointed so many times by trying to find that next serious group of guys, you know, to keep making music with. But, you know, I'm optimistic. I want to say that. I'm optimistic right now, cautiously optimistic. So the next really exciting bit of news is we've been talking about this upcoming January 20th band performance for a minute, and we've been rehearsing for it for a while at the upcoming Album on Nutrition Food Truck Day on January 29th, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. But then I started looking at the long-term forecast, and I realized that it's supposed to be 40 degrees that day. And I think outside probably could stand it, but would not want to. So I think as a compromise, Harris and I, we have some acoustic gigs coming up, 2-man acoustic gigs. So we're going to play inside. We may bring the new bass player along if he wants to do it too. So it'll be some sort of stripped down version of the band. But yeah, we'll try to make that happen for you guys on the 29th. Album on Nutrition. I think what we're likely to do is set up early. The food trucks start, I think, from 2 to 4 or 2 to 5, something like that. And I think we'll try to be maybe play a little bit before that, and then when the food trucks actually start up, we'll play again, so that a few people get a chance to check us out. But and then the following week, Harrison and I will be at Local Legends for the first time for me in a very, very long time. I think it's kind of different management now, maybe, from what it was when the times I played there before. Now, of course, I played there a lot with Two Spies, myself, Adam Morgan, Tony Torres, and those were all fun shows. So since new people are running it now, I got to say I've been 2 or 3 times, and the food's awesome. I saw Braden play there one time. It was really enjoyable, and so I'm excited about getting back there. So that'll be Harrison and I, and potentially our friend Roger Clofton might sit in on saxophone for a couple songs. But man, the wheels are starting to turn. It's been like 2 years. I mean, a year and a half really before I did any live playing. So we've been doing that for a minute, and now we're kind of looking to get back in that, and hopefully it all goes to plan and we get to start getting out there, because as exciting as it is writing and creating new music, it's all the more exciting if you can share that with somebody. Down the line, I would hope that Harrison and I could take Ansel Brown out and do some really small gigs like this. Well, actually, that's a lake, not an ocean, but it's big. It's a big lake. Wow, that's pretty. What's up, guy? Hello, Mr. Seagull. Hello. I'll take some of this food and throw it out there and see what happens. Throw it out there. Uh-oh, here they come. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should plug in the water.
Mm-hmm. They don't let me super hungry. They're not super hungry. You see a shark. I don't believe there's no sharks in the lake, honey. They're not hungry. Somebody's been feeding them.
Shark been singing. Opening the water. The opening water.
Look out there at the birds. Look over here to your left. Ooh, that's cold wind. Wind cold. Oh, they're eating now. Look, they're eating it up. You see them eating it? They're eating the cat food. Look.
Again. The bird for eating. Look, I got wings. Look, the bird got wings on them.
Yeah, they got wings on them.
The bird got wings. And the burger.
Look at that, they're flying now.
Oh, the bird are flying now. Okay.
Back. Oh, now they're eating that food. Look. They're eating that food now. I think he's been injured. He's trying to eat before all the other birds come over here.
What's a boat? Look, it's a boat.
There ain't no boat over there.
Look, what's a boat?
Let me see a boat.
Put in water. The put in water. Look, get in the water. Let's get in water.
Excitement is palpable as we feed the birds at the bait and boat landing. So anyway, here's the time lapse back to Albemarle.